Hey friends, my name is Aimee Rebecca and welcome back to my channel for another Project Pan update. What are these arms? I don't know. Before we jump into the Project Pan and I show you guys all the progress I've been making with my products this month, I do want to give a quick shout out to an app called Peeknest. If you're in the Know By Your Facebook group, then you may have already seen me post about this, but basically an app developer reached out to me and wanted me to try out their app called Peeknest. This video is not sponsored, but they did give me like a limited time access to the upgraded features for free so I could try out the whole thing, but they didn't pay me. I just really like the app, that's why I'm telling you about it. Basically, it allows you to go in and create different nests, which are different categories where you can take inventories of the stuff that you own. So I did a makeup inventory. You can also do a Project Pan inventory, and you can snap a picture of the product, put in the value, put in how many of them you own, and then you can keep them in these little nests and keep on top of how much stuff you have. I'm a big fan. I think it's a really good idea, and if you are someone who is like me and trying to get on top of your makeup collection, then I think it works. It's free to download. You can upgrade, which basically just allows you to add more things per day, but you 100% don't have to. But if you reach out to Rayyan, who is the lovely man that I've been corresponding with, then he said that he will give you guys limited free access to the upgraded thing like they gave to me. Did that make any sense to anyone? I don't feel like that was good. Let me take another sip of coffee. Welcome to the madness. Here we go. Let's start with an achievement. I have used up all of these Garnier Light Pure Lemon Essence Gentle Clarifying Foam Cleansers. They're all gone, and I am so thrilled because firstly, I wouldn't repurchase this anyway because it's not cruelty free and I don't live my life that way anymore. But secondly, I just hated it. It was so thick and sticky and I'm pretty sure it made me break out. Ugh. Good riddance. Next, let's talk about the Benefit High Beam. Now, because of the way all of the product has settled on the sides, I talked about this last month, but you cannot really see the progress. It's really almost empty. There's just a little bit of product right at the bottom, a little bit around the edges, but there's no real like massive product in there anymore. But the thing is with this, you need so little, and if you put on too much, your face becomes like a beacon. I don't want my cheekbones to be some form of communication with extraterrestrial life, and that's how I feel if I put on too much. It's like bing. Okay, then we have the bio oil, which is really gross to hold because it's very oily. Making good progress with this month. Oh, there's a hair on it. My videos could be a drinking game. Take a shot every time Aimee finds hair on one of her beauty products. Don't do that, that's dangerous. This is where we were at the beginning of January. This is where we were at the beginning of February, and this is where we are now. So I've been using it a lot more consistently over the last month, which I've been really enjoying, and I'm kind of sad to see this go. Okay, here it comes. The tangent that nobody asked for. I bought this product years ago when I was still very obsessed with my stretch marks and thought that they were a super big deal. And maybe it's because as I've gotten older, I have more important things to worry about in my life, or maybe as I've gotten older, I just care less. But I'm really not bothered at all about my stretch marks anymore. I don't care. And so this ended up sitting at the back of the drawer. That's why we brought it into the Project Pan, to make a point of using it up. The weird thing about this is, as I have been using this every night, it's actually been such a form of self-care for me, because I'm taking the time to like apply it to the areas where I have stretch marks, and I'm like, look at those stretch marks. They're not getting any less pronounced. They're not disappearing. It's not a wizard. But to kind of spend that time looking straight into what I consider to be an imperfection in my body and like giving it attention and like looking at it, I don't know, it's made me kind of love my stretch marks because I've given them all this, like I've really looked at them, I've given them attention, and I'm like, hey, look at the way they're all kind of wavy and stuff. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if that is just me, but I feel like instead of just ignoring them and being like, yeah, they're there, but I don't want to talk about it, just looking at them and loving them and saying, yeah, this is a part of my body and I need to love it like I love all other parts of my body, has been very weirdly empowering to me. I kind of like the oil too. There's something about it, that greasiness. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Next, I have everyone's favorite, the Clinique Long Last lipstick in Pink Spice, and it's still going. Yeah, same old story, slow but steady progress on this. Bane of my life. We're getting there. Now let's take a second to talk about this Orchard Pear, what is this? This Orchard Pear and Cucumber Parlane candle. Not a huge amount of progress with this month because quite frankly, I forgot about it. Holding up my hands and being very honest, I forgot that it existed. Next, everything in my life is so dirty. Next, let's talk about this NARS blush in Deep Throat. Bam. There's progress there, right? I haven't looked at the pictures side by side yet from last month to this month, but I feel like that pan is growing. I think I mentioned this last month, but this is a blush that I don't really need to tap into very much. It is very pigmented, and for me, it kind of feels like, whoo! I usually go for a much more subtle blush, so I have to be very light-handed with it because between this and the High Beam, it's like I'm going to a rave in the 90s if I apply too much, so let's not do that. So I'm very like light-handed with it, but it's coming along. And finally, the Bath & Body Works Bonjour Paris body lotion. So this is where we got down to at the end of last month, and this is where we are now. So pretty steady progress, and I'm guessing that by the end of next month, this one will be done too. That's all I have to say about that. Wait, you don't have some crazy story that's irrelevant that you want to just tag on the end of that? No, for once I don't. Okay, so those were all of my products. Obviously now, because I've used up those Garnier face torturers, I'm going to bring in a new product because I want to keep cycling things in and out until I hit that magic number, 21 products. So I am bringing in a new face mask. Not new, it's old. It's new to this. This is the Clinique Pore Refining Solutions Charcoal Mask. What I did with this that I think is a good idea is I squeezed all the product to the bottom so that we can see how much is in there, and then I can mark it with a Sharpie. Not with my eyeliner like I usually do, so that we can mark the progress each month. I was really feeling on the fence about bringing this one in because everything in my project pan so far has been not cruelty free, and I feel badly about that, but I also know that I at this point just want to get all those animal tested products out of my collection. I want to use them up, I just want them gone. So that's why it's working out that way. I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are going with this so far. One product used up. It's time for me to go finish my coffee because clearly I'm having a moment. But don't forget to go and check out Peeknest if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in. I'll link it down below along with all of the information to get in touch with Rayyan. While you're down there, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe, like this video, hit that notification bell, join the Facebook group, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and did you know I'm on TikTok now? Yeah, I'm that millennial on TikTok. Trying to be cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love you all so much, and you are enough just as you are. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.